Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn about how to cut different types of flare or flounce. We begin with the 180-degree flare. First, you fold your fabric into two, then you fold it in a triangular shape as you see in the video. Then you divide your waist measurement into four because you folded the fabric into four. Then you add about an inch or half for deeper allowance. Then you try to mark and see where your waist will be. Then after that, you stand at the apex of the triangle. Then you mark whatever you get when you measure it. Then after that, you draw your line to join them and what you've marked. Then you stand where you mark the waist. Then you mark the length of your flare. Then you stand at the apex and see what you got. Then you use that measurement to mark the circle, to mark around the edge of the fabric. So you get a round or circular shape at the edge of it. That is what gives it the flounce. But you can also stand at the waist to mark the edges, the end of the flare. But it's more advisable to stand at the tip of the triangle, the triangle. Then you mark your flare, and this is what you have: the 180-degree flare. It's just the folding process. That's what gives you a bigger flare or a smaller flare. Then we move to the 360-degree flare. With this, another way you can also get your waist measurement is after dividing your waist by 4, then you stand at the tip of the flare, the apex of your fold. Then you use that measurement to mark the waist, the small round part at the top. Then you measure it to see if you've had the correct measurement. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes it will be more than your waist measurement, and sometimes too it will be smaller. So if you check and it's smaller or bigger, then you adjust Sometimes you get just what you want. So after doing that, you stand at the waist, then you measure your skirt length or your flounce length. Then you stand at the tip, use whatever you get after measuring, then you go around with it and get your circle. So that's what the flare is all about, the 360-degree flare. Then after cutting, you realize that we have a full circle. So another name for the 360-degree flare is a full flare because it's a full circle, and another name for the 180-degree flare is a half flare. So this gives you more flounce than the 180-degree flare. Then we move to the 720-degree flare, which is more of double of the 360 degrees. So you just cut the same process in cutting the 360 degrees flare, but the trick here is you are cutting two 360 degrees flare. So the trick here is that you divide your waist measurement into two. Then you divide that half of the waist measurements, what you get, you divide that into four. Then you add your allowances to it. Then you use that measurement to cut both flares. After joining, you realize that you have your full waist measurements plus your other allowances. And this type of flare has more flounce than the 180 and the 350 degrees. Please remember to subscribe to our channel for more sewing tips and tutorials. And leave your comments in the comment sections, your other suggestions, and what you want us to do next or teach next on this channel. So the next one we will be doing is the spiral or nail flounce. With that, you cut out around a flare without cutting the waist. Then you mark a straight line as you see in the video. Then you start marking out your measurements. I use 2 inches, but you can use any measurement you prefer as per the kind of style you want to use it for. And with this, others also use freehand to mark out the spiral. But if you're a beginner, you can use measurement to get a more accurate flounce. Then when you reach here, where I did the curve, you do that so you can get a spiral shape. Otherwise, you'll be having rings of circles in circles. So you do this like you see in the video. So you have the spiral or snail shape. So guys, that is it for today. Please comment which flounce you think was used for each of these styles you see here. Thank you very much. See you next time. Remember to subscribe and click on the bell icon. Bye.